Right, this is more about solving quadratics. This is when you're using the quadratic formula. And you remember in exam questions, quite often they'll say, solve this quadratic, giving your answer to 3 decimal places or 3 significant figures or something like that. That's a huge pointer to say you will never be able to factorise this, you use the formula. Okay, so let's use this quadratic that we looked at in the previous video. And this is the quadratic formula. It is on your formula sheet, but you know how to use it. That's the most important thing. You know what these A, B's and C's are. Let's just remind ourselves. The A is the number multiplying the x squared. So that's 3 in this case. The B is the number multiplying the x. And it's -5 here. You've got to take into account of this sign. The C is the number on its own. Again, you've got to take that sign with it. So C in this case is -2. I would always, and I urge you to do the same, write out what my A, B and C are before you start. Obviously, you will have checked before that it equals 0. You can't do it until it equals 0, as will the others. Right, now all we do is substitute these in here. And I would encourage you to write out this in full. So I've got minus b, so minus b, and our b is -5, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's -5, all squared. And I would encourage you to put this in brackets. You're taking away 4 times a times c. And I'll show you why in a minute. And that's all over 2 lots of a, which is 3. Now we can sort this out. Minus -5, that is like -1 times -5, so that's +5. Still got plus or minus. -5 squared, remember, is plus 25. And I'm taking away 4 times 3 times -2. 4 times 3 is 12, times -2 is -24. And that's over 2 times 3, which is 6. So let's just do a little bit more tidying up. I've got 25, take away -24. Taking away a negative, I am adding. And yes, you can reach for your calculator when these numbers are horrid. Just to remind you, plus or minus, that's not scary. That means do this calculation once with the plus sign, write your answer down. Do it again, but using the negative sign, and write your answer down. So I know that the square root of 49 is 7. So this is like 5 plus 7 all over 6, or 5 minus 7 all over 6. That's 12 over 6, which is 2, or 5 minus 7 is -2. -2 over 6 is -1/3. And if you remember from the previous video, that's what the same answers we got.